Alright, first off, don't worry. This is a Wi-Fi battle. I just want to say that no spoilers for the battle itself, but I do make mistakes, and I want you guys to learn from them. I don't want you to repeat the same mistakes that I made, and I actually talked about the mistakes, so listen closely to what I have to say in the actual live narration. And yeah, those mistakes will not happen again. Something I'm definitely going to learn from, and yeah, enjoy the battle. Go check out Patterrz as well. His link will be down below. So yeah, see you guys in a few seconds with the other me that is narrating the battle. Okay, bye. Yo, what's up, guys, and welcome back for week 2 of the UCL. I am pokeaimMD, the coach of the Bronx BBeartics, and this time we are faced off against the Newcastle Nidokings, coached by Patterrz. Now, if you guys would like to check him out, his link will be down below, as well as a playlist to everything UCL related that has to do with me. We're actually about to see his team. So he brought Venusaur. I'm gonna put Mega next to it. I'm just writing it down. Venusaur, Armaldo, something that I kind of didn't want to see. Slowbro, Staraptor, Arcanine, and Magneton. Now, actually looking at team preview, this is I didn't want to see Armaldo because obviously my thought process coming into this was, okay, he didn't bring a spinner last week. He didn't bring a hazard control last week. He didn't bring Stealth Rock. But I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. His team actually gets blown back by Trick Room, Reuniclus, as well as my Wakanberry, Tailglow Manaphy, and he actually did end up bringing that Magneton. So I can probably set up on his Armaldo with that. My game plan though is leading off with a Selgor and getting up as many hazards as possible. I'm actually pretty thankful that he didn't bring that Scrafty, because depending on misses and stuff like that, I could have been in a big trouble versus that thing, assuming I miss Hurricane and Air Slash, and maybe he Dragon Dance twice. But I'm gonna lead off with a Selgor because my game plan is get up as many hazards as possible. I can Final Gambit his Armaldo if I want to, but I do want to get up a Spike. If he does choose to go for Stealth Rock, as you can see, I didn't bring any hazard control, but my team isn't necessarily weak to hazards, bar Tornadus, so he ends up leading off with his Staraptor, as I end up getting out my Selgor. And this is pretty nice because what I can do is just go for a Spike. I am Focus Sash. I'll also be able to find out if he is Choice Scarf, and if he wants to Braver me, that is on him. If he chooses to U-turn out into Armaldo, I can Final Gambit that thing right away and proceed to, after getting up my Spike, I can block that spin of his. But yeah, I think that'll work out pretty well for me. If he does Brave Bird, I do have Rhydon in the back to go out into. I also do get him Burden, so I can choose to go for a second layer of Spike, which might actually be my game plan, simply because I can deal with the majority of his team. But I guess we'll find out right now if he is Choice Scarf Staraptor or not. If he is not Choice Scarf Staraptor, he is Choice Scarf Staraptor, ends up going for U-turn. Let me just write down that he is Choice Scarf. Not going to do too much, as I assume he's going to go out to Armaldo. I guess Arcanine could come out if he decides to go for Extreme Speed. Not sure though. Again, I get out that layer of Spike though. If he does go to Armaldo, I am going to go right for the Final Gambit, just because I can get rid of that Armaldo, or not get rid of it, but weaken it so much to the point where it doesn't necessarily matter. So I assume Clamps is Armaldo, yes. Basically to the point where he cannot spin. I don't know why I said it doesn't necessarily matter. I should elaborate, since you guys might not know my thought process. But Armaldo ends up coming out. I'm just going to go right for Final Gambit because I do want to prevent the Rapid Spin. I'll be sacrificing myself, taking out 103 HP from his Armaldo. If he is offensive, that is fine. If he's not, I don't mind. If he goes for Rapid Spin right here as opposed to Stealth Rock though, that is amazing for me, simply because I would have been able to eat up any hit right there. But unfortunately, he gets up his Stealth Rock. That is fine. Didn't go for the spin though. I have a few plays I can make right here. I think one of them is trapping him with my Duck Trio, which I'm actually okay with. He's definitely max HP. I want to calc how much my Duck Trio does to him. I think Duck Trio is an okay play because it forces him to not switch out, and then it lets him bring in either Staraptor or Slowbro, which is a little bit annoying, but I do have Tornadus in the back for those. And I also have Rhydon in the back for his Staraptor. So let me actually calc how much my Jam Vats do to this Armaldo. Now, I guess he could have Aqua Jet, which is something I should keep in mind, but Earthquake actually does 51 to 60%. That's assuming he's not defensive though. I don't want to have to go for Stone Edge right off the bat. I think my better play is actually going, even though Manaphy is my late game sweeper, I think forcing him out is actually the smarter play. So I'm actually going to go onto my Manaphy. I'm just going to fire off a Surf. I don't have to predict his Venusaur that might want to come out, or his Slowbro, simply because I do have my Tornadus in the back that can come in on them, and I believe I'm just going to fire off a Surf. I think it is my best play, no matter what he wants to do. I could have potentially trapped him with, I guess, Dugtrio, but I wasn't entirely sure of his spread, and I don't trust Calcs in this, and plus Aqua Jet actually does like 73 to 87%, so with a crit he can knock me out. But yeah, I think this is my best play. He also is going to be taking that spike hit whenever he comes back in, and Tornadus is going to be my switching, so he doesn't have anything that really wants to come in on Tornadus. He doesn't have a flying resist bar Magneton, and that's not something that really appreciates it. So he actually ends up staying in with his Armaldo, so I will be able to get rid of that thing and prevent his Rapid Spin. That's perfect. Maybe he expected me to double out into Tornadus, but like I said, I didn't have to make that play simply because I do have that thing in the back to deal with Venusaur and Slowbro 100%. So I'm assuming Magneton is going to come out, and he knows I do have a Dugtrio in the back. Venusaur can also come out and Mega Evolve right here. Armaldo being gone is great because I don't have to prevent his spin anymore. So let me just X that out and make sure. Armaldo dead. So Magneton ends up coming out. Now I'm not sure if it is Choice Scarf. I do not think it is, but it is a threat regardless. I have to see what my best play is right now. I could go directly into my Jambads, but I am expecting him to want to go for the. The Flash Cannon, but I don't want to stay in because Manaphy just wins the game. So it's one of those plays where I don't want to risk it. I know I could take one hit right now, but do I really want to risk taking that hit this early? Because Manaphy is my late game sweeper. If I do get off damage on this thing, though, I can just sweep with Trick Room Reuniclus. That's something I need to keep in mind, but I could be in danger from his Arcanine, so part of me wants to surf right here, expecting his Flash Cannon. Another play I could make, I suppose, is go into my Tornadus and then maybe pivot from there. You know what? Trick Room Reuniclus honestly just wins. I think what I'm going to do is just go for Surf, expecting his Flash Cannon. I don't want to be aggressive like this, but even if he Thunderbolts, I do have a Wakam Berry. I just want to weaken this thing, yeah. And this will 2 KO, assuming he is Specs. He is actually Eviolite, and he went for the Hidden Power. Probably Grass. Does a lot to my Manaphy. Now this might have been a pretty poor play if you ask me, but again, I still do have Trick Room Reuniclus in the back. I wanted Manaphy to win the game. That was my game plan going into it, but at least I can weaken his. What I can do is weaken this to the point where I can just go for the knockoff. I could have went directly into my Tornadus and then U-turn pivot from there. I don't know. I probably shouldn't have let my Manaphy get weakened, honestly, but I just want to. I'm trying to win with my Reuniclus now as opposed to winning with my Manaphy, just looking at the team he brought. So I'm able to hit this thing with another Surf, as he is going to Volt Switch on out of there. My Wakam Berry is going to activate. I doubt I'm going to actually live this just because he is analytic, but he's able to get on out of there. My Manaphy and my Aselgor are gone. Aselgor, that was a poor play on my part, I feel. Aselgor, Manaphy. But I can still deal with that. Magneton's like at 10%, honestly. If Zerathor wants to come out, I can actually go right onto my Rhydon and set up the Stealth Rock, and Stealth Rock ensure that everything just dies on his team to basically any of my attacks. But now I'm a little bit scared of Arcanine, but Arcanine is dealt with by my Rhydon as well as my Dugtrio, depending on his spread, and we'll actually see. So he goes right out into the Slowbro right there, which is definitely cool. It is leftover, so that's something to note. I believe I'm just gonna go out into my. I feel like I misplayed. I shouldn't have sacked my Manaphy, but you know what? These plays are gonna make the impatient plays happen when it's early in the morning. I should have went out to Tornadus because I did expect him to go for the Hidden Power or the Flash Cannon, and then I could have pivoted from there. But at least I'm gonna be able to get off a knockoff right here. If he wants to go out, he has nothing that wants to take a hit. Even if he T-rays me, that doesn't matter too much, just because I'm still really bulky and I could take any hit, and I could also fire off a Hurricane after that. So knockoff is, I think, my best play right here. I really wish I could take back that Manaphy play, you know. But You know, if I expected him not to attack me, I probably should just went for the tail glow. I'm pretty sure he wasn't choice scarf just because it's the Raptor's choice scarf, but that's not something you can always go off of. So I'm able to get rid of this thing's leftovers as he is going to thunder wave me. I believe I'm still going to be faster though, just because Slowbro is really slow. But I am just going to fire off a Hurricane right now. Doesn't have a flying resist that really can take a hit. Magneton will not be able to take this, especially like at 2%. And I can weaken anything on his team. Being Thunder Waved is a little bit annoying, and I feel like I'm being a lot less patient this game. I already know I'm being a lot less patient this game, but he is able to Psy Shock me. I'm going to do some damage definitely, as it is not a 2-hit KO, as I unfortunately do miss my Hurricane. He does outspeed me though, which is good to know. Yeah, I'm definitely being impatient with this one. I'm just going to go for U-turn. Get off as much damage as possible on this thing, and I believe from there I could actually go out to my Reuniclus and fire off a Psychic predicting a Staraptor. Now I don't have to necessarily go for Psychic, but I'm definitely being impatient. I'm probably gonna, it's gonna cost me definitely in this game. I can already feel that. I should probably hard switch, but I think U-turn is fine anyway, as he is gonna slack off. So that is good because if I get off this U-turn, I'm in a good position. I do get fully paralyzed though, so I do have that chance to get hit by his. I do have that chance to get hit by Psyshock and get fully paralyzed again. I'm gonna try and U-turn out on another. Gonna try and U-turn on out of there again. If he does want to switch out, that is on him. I have to go out to Reuniclus now. I played this poorly. Paralysis is also annoying as well, but I can't do anything about that. So ends up going for Psyshock. Good play on his part. He knows I'm Assault Vest, or more than likely Assault Vest. As I do survive it, but I also get fully paralyzed. That's on me, man. I can't do anything about that, right? I'm actually going to save my Tornadus and go directly into my Reuniclus right here. I don't want him to Psyshock kill me. I'm getting paralyzed and I'm losing because of my misplay. So able to bring out my Reuniclus right now, as he is going to go for Scald. Good play on his part. I do have Regenerator, so I don't really mind that too much unless I missolved, or unless this thing was made poorly. But I think firing off a Psychic is my better play. He did burn me, that means he can't paralyze me, and I do expect him to fear these Shadow Balls, so I am just going to go right for Psychic right now. I need my Stealth Rock up in order to ensure victory. Stealth Rock needs to be up so I can win this game, because then I can just Memento on his Venusaur, set up Trick Room, and kill everything. So I'm actually going for Psychic now because he cannot T-Wave me. I do expect him to switch out if he wants to try and make the Staraptor play, predicting my Shadow Ball. That'll work out great for me. Magneton is also a fair sack on his play, on his part, and he actually does end up sacking, or he actually chooses to sack that Magneton. So that's actually really good, smart on my opponent's part, but he does have 4 Pokemon left, and the spikes are up. So I really am going for the Reuniclus sweep at this point. I believe I need my Stealth Rock up though in order to OHKO everything on his team. Man, I wish I didn't play this poorly. Staraptor's gonna come out. Okay, give me a sec. Let me just think about this Staraptor. I just want to see how much this Psychic does. I mean, I'm not going to stay in, but I just want to see how much it does. 100, wow, 100 to 116. Slowbro, how much does Slowbro take from a Shadow Ball? 75 to 90, so yes, I do need my Stealth Rock up in order to win this game. So I'm actually going to switch out into my, my Rhydon. U-turn is probably his best play right now, but if he does choose to go for Brave Bird, I get up my Stealth Rock, which is really nice, and I can proceed to do some damage to his team. So I need to go out into Rhydon right now, as he is going to go for U-turn. Man, I'm in a really tough spot just due to that Thunder Wave. And you know what? If I take this loss, it's on me. I was impatient with my Manaphy. If anything, if I was predicting his attack, I should have went for Tail Glow and knocked him out and forced him into his Staraptor. But you know what? I played impatiently, and now I'm suffering for it. So he can easily bring out his Venusaur if he wants to and go for Giga Drain. And the thing is, I need my Stealth Rock up in order to win this game. So, unfortunately, had I hit that Hurricane, maybe would have been in a better position had I got off the had I got off any attack. But now I believe I'm just gonna sack my Tornadus right now and go for the Psychic with my Reuniclus. I don't see any other play I can make. I have to. As long as Venusaur is out and it is going to Mega Evolve, it is a threat to me, and I have to attack it. So, again, I still have a plan of setting up Trick Room and hopefully winning. That does involve rocks, though. That's one of those issues. It does involve me getting up rocks, and I can still win assuming I get up those rocks. But me letting my Tornadus be paralyzed was so stupid on my part. I'm just going to fire off an Air Slash just in case he chooses to misplay right here as he goes for Sludge Bomb. And I'll be able to go right out into my Reuniclus and just fire off a Psychic from there. Nothing on his team wants to come in on the Psychic at all. And Venusaur is a threat and a half. So, I'm going to be able to go for Psychic. I don't want to go for Trick Room just yet because I can't beat his Slowbro, nor can I beat his Arcanine with that. But what I could do is potentially weaken Slowbro. If he lets me knock out Venusaur, I can weaken Slowbro and win with my Rhydon. So that's also a play right now. So I might actually get a kill right now with this Reuniclus. Yeah, and actually if he goes out into Slowbro, I believe my best play is actually going for Trick Room just in case he tries to double into Staraptor, predicting the Shadow Ball. So, gonna go for the Psychic right now. I'm either gonna get a kill on his Venusaur or on his Staraptor, or I'm gonna get off damage on his Slowbro and get up a Trick Room. So, goes out into his Arcanine. Great for me. I feel anyway, because I will be able to get off this Psychic rather. This Life Orb Psychic on that Arcanine, and that is going to do a hell of a lot. Barely miss out on the KO. He has Intimidate. Maybe he's Rocky Helmet. Where's my better play right here? I can't let Reuniclus get damaged, but he did let the Arcanine get hit, which is something I want. I think I need to go out into my my Rhydon right here. If he goes for Morning Sun, I get up my Stealth Rock, and that is huge because that means that I knock out his Slowbro. If he goes for Flare Blitz, which is what I'm expecting, well, that's bad, but there's nothing I can do about that. So, goes for Crunch. Not sure if he's Life Orb or not, but I am going to be able to get up my Stealth Rock. He does get a Defense Drop, which is a little bit scary. He's not Life Orb, though, so those Stealth Rock are going to be up. And I'm great with that because that means I can actually knock out Slowbro. So I am able to get up those Stealth Rock. I believe I will be able to go for Earthquake right here and knock him out. Now that Defense Drop is a little bit scary because that means that maybe he can spam Brave Bird with Staraptor. I'm not sure, especially because he got that sucking Defense Drop. Oh my god. It depends what play he chooses to go for right here, though. He lost his priority. Those Defense Drops sucked. I believe now I can actually end up losing to his Staraptor. Depends, though, on if my Reuniclus can actually eat up a hit and then get up a Trick Room. And it also depends on what play he makes right here. Now, if he goes out into Venusaur, what I'm actually going to do is, if he doesn't go out Staraptor, I think he has to go Staraptor. But if he doesn't go Staraptor and goes Venusaur or Slowbro, I sack my Rhydon. What did he go out into? He ended up going out to Slowbro. That is perfect for me. Oh my god, that's perfect. Perfect. Because I will be able to go right for the Earthquake right here, get off some damage. If he does outspeed me, that is fine as well. But assuming I do get off this Earthquake damage, I am in a good position. Which is nice because I do some damage. I do a bit to where he can't recover off enough. And he's able to knock me out with Scald. So, I believe Trick Room Reuniclus might actually be able to come through. Could be wrong, though. But I'm going out into my Reuniclus right now, and I have to set up the Trick Room. Arcanine is gone. If Hattie went Staraptor to take advantage of those of those drops that could have been bad, but I'm actually just going to set up a Trick Room right here. If he scalds, I'm in a great position. Might have to be some 50-50s as well. If he does choose to switch out, though, I just get to fire off Psychics, which is huge. We'll see, though. Definitely misplay with my Manaphy early. Manaphy just won, assuming I got off damage on his... But I am able to get up that Trick Room, which is amazing. Okay, perfect. And I will be able to outslow his Slowbro. So Psychic does 31 to 37%. Is this a 50-50 right here? Believe I have to go for Shadow Ball right now. I'm going to go for Shadow Ball no matter what. Oh my god, he stayed in. That means I won the game. His Shadow Ball knocks out Slowbro. Yeah. Alright, so guys, honestly, I'm not saying I won just yet, but all he has left is Venusaur and a Choice Scarf Staraptor, neither of which can take me on, especially with Stealth Rock and Spike Up. Okay guys, listen to me, okay? Part of the reason why I played the way I did first game, when you guys were like, maybe you should have predicted the obvious switches and do this, is because I didn't want to put myself in a situation where I had to predict. I think that was a 50-50 right there too. Or maybe he didn't think I had Shadow Ball just because I didn't show it off, so that was good for me. Looks like we might be catching another 2-0 this week because all he has left is that Venusaur as well as that Staraptor. And with Stealth Rock up, both of them do go down to a Life Orb Psychic. And even if Staraptor has Quick Attack, we already know he has Choice Scarf. So, guys, definitely something to learn from this battle, which is the reason why I try to play really safe and really smart. Not just safe, but smart, is that I do not want to lose because of me making a misplay or something like that. But thankfully, I was able to come back. My opponent didn't capitalize on those defense drops, something he should have done. Those paralysis on my full paras on my Tornadus really hurt because it didn't allow me to get Regenerator back. But Reuniclus was able to come through. Again, guys, one thing I want to stress is to learn from my mistakes as well as I want to learn from my mistakes. Manaphy was the Pokemon that I originally came into this game to win with, and Reuniclus was the backup. But I played Manaphy poorly. I got a little bit greedy and decided to stay in versus Magneton, expecting Flash Cannon, while HP Grass was also something he could have done, predicting my Dugtrio. But that is going to be a good game, another 2-0 in my favor. Guys, go check out Patterrz, definitely. Leave a like if you did enjoy. Again, I want to stress that you need to learn from my mistakes as well as your own mistakes. Manaphy, again, was the Pokemon that would have easily clean swept. I had Psychic, I had Shadow Ball, I had Surf. O-code everything on his team. Everything on his team after a Tail Glow. And the only way he had to deal with me was his Staraptor. And I just got impatient, leaving it in on his Magneton. Should have went out to my Tornadus, even though it was also weak to electricity. to electric attacks. Tornadus would have been able to take the hit anyway due to its Assault Vest. And there was no way he was going for the electric attack right there when I did have Dougie. So, poorly played on my part, I would think. I managed to come through at the end, though. Thank you guys for watching. I will definitely play better in the following week. So, yeah, until next time, guys, later.